In Venezuela, the Bolivarian National Armed Forces began a new phase against illegal mining in the Yapacana National Park in the state of Amazonas. More details with Madeline Garcia.
They are ready for the new phase of Operation Roraima against illegal mining in the state of Amazonas. Yapacana is a national park. They have to bring in more supplies. The military is deployed and the Bolivarian National Police join in. The idea is to get the illegal miners to leave the area voluntarily. It takes an hour and a half by air and 2 days by river. One of the difficulties is the territorial extension. Amazonas is the second largest state in Venezuela. It is so large that it could be fit in a country like Syria or Uruguay. This complicates logistics and operations. It is also one of the natural lungs of the world, forming part of the territory of 8 Latin American countries, including Venezuela. The High Command reviews that 22 points where cases of ecocide have been identified. It should be prevented from spreading through other protected areas such as the Autana Hill, as sacred to the people's spirituality as the Yapacana, which is threatened by illegal gold mining along with the Orinoco River and other tributaries. The green has disappeared and the topsoil has been replaced by this improvised nest. The millenary trees are now the canvas of still life. From above, it looks as if the so-called house of God is bleeding Yapacana. Further, it breeds the heart of the jungle, bids refuse to die. This vision, ordered by President Nicolás Maduro, aims to rescue the country's second most important water basin.
Fight hard until we free the entire Venezuelan Amazon territory from illegal mining.
More than 2,000 military personnel are on the ground. They listen carefully to instructions.
First, eliminate all illegal mining here in this national park, which should not exist.
3,000 illegal miners have left voluntarily after a long process of dialogue.
Not here to violate any rights. Keep working.
And to act with respect for human rights is a task when faced with an environmental crime, which is why a national indigenous prosecutor accompanies the proceedings.
Since then, we have requested a series of procedures that have been carried out and added to the file to prosecute all the people we have already arrested for all the environmental damage done in the park.
Operation Autana began. To Puya Adentro, the armed forces are dismantling and disabling the camps in their path.
I agree with the eviction of the Yapacana. It is something that cannot continue. They are damaging our rivers. They are damaging our economy. And they are damaging us, because we are practically slaves to them.
The state has arranged 4 barges to evacuate. The order is given. They must leave so that the Yapacana can be revived and the environment and the human species, one of the central axes of Venezuela, can be preserved.
Madeline Garcia, TeleSUR, Amazonas.